POFSKY ain't wasting. He doesn't waste time. He doesn't like watch TV, play video games. Like
I try not to. Yeah.
I mean, for the most part,
yeah,
he's pretty much always on it.
You gotta be. I mean, especially at the clip you guys are moving and the pace you are. So.
And I just look at these guys, like the people that I look up to, and just they work crazy hard. Like I feel like I don't even work hard enough.
Bro, tell
when
me
I
about
look
it.
at, you know, so
Yeah.
there's
Crazy.
always a level you can continue to push yourself. I'm on that heavy, and like I'm so far from where I want to be, but a lot of people look at us as, you know, have made it or whatever.
You fall in love with the grind, though.
True. It's like when you leave your job, it's not like, oh, it's some walk in the park, like I'm about to leave my job and it's gonna be easier. It's actually gonna be like
100%.
so much harder, bro. It's like way more pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Having a 9 to 5 is easy as fuck.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Now you don't got
what
them
it
excuses
is.
anymore either.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'd have done it, but I don't have enough time because of my 9 to 5.
Yeah, you
like,
can't.
hey.
And 1 month it's gonna be up, the next gonna be down. It's stressful. It's not stressful. It's good. It's bad. It's a lot.
Hey, what's up? It's DG and Fredo here with another episode of Passion to Profits podcast, and we got some guests here today, the founders of the Underground magazine. We got the lovely Andrew, the one and only, and then, you know, we save the best for last sometimes. But hey, POFSKY, my boy. How's it going, y'all?
Chilling, man. DG, man. Appreciate you having us, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. We're glad to have you here. So, shit, we going to get right into the, we got a little list of questions and some topics, you know, softball shit. We ain't going to throw nothing hard at you.
I want it all, bro. I want it all.
I want it all.
Oh, God.
All right.
I literally said on the way here, I was like, DG got a pass. You can ask us anything. Talk about whatever, bro.
Yeah.
There's
boy,
probably
that means a lot.
there's no question that I wouldn't answer here today with you guys.
All right, perfect.
Second that, for real, for real.
So what are your intentions? No, I'm just kidding.
So the first things first. So Underground magazine. Kind of curious, what is your guys' brand? What do you guys do? And
how did it start? Give us like a little overview real quick.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think Andrew maybe should
those
kick it
that
off.
don't know.
Andrew's the original founder of
Okay.
Underground, and then I was an artist on the first magazine, so I think he should kind of kick it off, and then I'll kind of explain maybe the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Underground is, as POFSKY was saying, we're a hip-hop media platform of all types, right? Multimedia, but we specialize in hard copy magazines. We're keeping that hip-hop magazine tradition alive. We're from the 805 as well. DG was an artist on our issue 7 magazine,
Let's
Scenes
go.
Collide Part 2.
Come on now. Lucky number 11.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And we're coming up to issue 13 right now.
I know.
which is
That's crazy.
But that's really what we are, a hip-hop platform. We've been working together for 5 years. Is when we started the company together. We grew up together. We didn't know each other that well, but we went to high school together.
That's beautiful.
And now we're here.
What was the motivation behind it? I know you obviously went to school in Boston, right?
Yeah, Boston University.
Boston University.
Go Terriers.
I was about to say that. I didn't want to look stupid though. But
People say Boston College.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say Boston College. I probably had to look dumb.
So
it's nothing more than it's nothing outside the usual, right?
you guys are both from Boston?
No. So we're both from here. Like
805.
Okay.
we met in the 805. I was born in the Valley, but we both went to Newbury Park High School. Didn't really know each other in high school, but then kind of linked up afterwards.
Okay.
He went to school at BU for college.
And so I know you were like doing journalism there, or no?
Yeah, so what I was doing was sports journalism. That's
Journalism.
really what I wanted to do, was like basketball broadcasting. NBA would have been the goal, right?
Yeah.
But I ended up not really liking sports journalism. At the end of the day, I realized I just like watching sports.
Was it the politics of it all, or what?
Yeah, a lot of politics, like, and there's a lot of just white dudes trying to do the exact same thing, getting the degree. There was nothing special. I didn't think I was that great at it. There was kids that were way more obsessed with it than I was.
Oversaturated market.
Oversaturated. And it's just sports journal. At the end of the day, when I'm watching sports, I just want to see the former athlete do this broadcasting. I don't really want to see that kid that went and got his degree for journalism.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Right? Who cares? And so at the time, I wanted to diversify the portfolio, like my personally, because all I had was sports journalism, videos, articles, whatever. And I had known that POFSKY.
You were saying that back when you met POFSKY, his name was MIC.
He was named MIC. And
what
basically,
that stand for?
Music is crucial. That's
fact. That's fact.
I ain't gonna lie. And because Michael's my real government name.
Yeah, so it's that play on the word, you know.
Mic, the microphone.
That's what we call a double entendre.
Triple, quadruple.
Yeah, it was an early stab at cohesive synergy in the branding area. I like that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Okay, so that's when you guys met.
Basically, I'm coming home for winter break, and I need to do an interview with something that's not sports. So I hit him up. We linked up at a Jamba Juice in
Yeah.
Newbury Park. I'm pretty sure you just got off your shift.
Yeah, I had worked there.
Did the interview, ran it up.
Jamba Juice Poppy.
I came up.
John Juice is so fire.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Shout out John.
Yeah, shout out Jamba Juice. Hey, but no free shout outs.
No free shout outs.
Jamba Bleed.
Jamba who?
But really, we linked up. We did the interview. It was great. And really, from there, we had just known each other. He ended up coming and visiting me in Boston. He
Shit.
brought GMB. It's the first time meeting all these people. And
Yeah.
I interviewed him on like our BU radio station. He did like a mic performance.
That's hard.
I did a mic performance in studio before the in studio mic performances that everybody be doing.
True. That was OG.
okay.
I'd never seen
At
that.
BU. Yeah, that was legendary.
The
And yeah, that
originator.
was before Underground was birthed.
Way
That
before
was like
Underground.
the pre-Underground era.
You started with journalism in college, sports and stuff. You just needed to do like a segue with something else. I'm just trying to understand.
like,
I guess the process
the
of
transition.
how
Transition.
I was like
transition.
so already. My degree was. I'm like a senior. My degree is sports journalism. There's no going back at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm about to graduate, knowing I'm want to apply for jobs that I need to have more to show them
Okay.
than just sports broadcasting.
resume.
resume
You were working on
building,
the
right?
resume.
So that was really it. So that was like, oh, I'll get into music. Boom, did that, thinking that would just be the only thing.
Yeah.
And I have been making music already as an artist for years
Okay.
in the city. Not as many people are making music rapping from, 805, Newbury Park, Thousand Oaks area. So it just kind of made sense.
He
to
was the
tap
one
into
from
that.
high school. Oh, do I know anybody from high school that made music? Boom.
Yeah.
And he'd been
LA.
doing this, laying the groundwork for us in Underground for a long time.
So what did the start of Underground look like?
The start
So
was really
You interview him, and then where does the collaboration?
He came
come
to
through?
he came to Boston University, not Boston College,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
Bus-
all kind of the pre.
this is all
Underground
really where it
Okay.
started
And so
was
how does it go from there, where you guys are homies,
Yeah.
to the mag.
to you guys like, hey, you know what? We should fucking start a magazine that's about hip hop and highlight all these
And
underground.
so it
independent
wasn't
artists.
even me. Like I wasn't part of that conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he hit me, like, yo, I got an idea. I want you to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, yo, I want you to, like, as an artist, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
He financially, he took care of everything, responsibility wise, wrote it, took care
but
of all
not
the
fully true
photography.
because he introduced me to a
I
lot
love
of
how you
people
guys are
on the
stroking
first
each
night.
other.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
this is turning me on. Keep going.
No,
Well,
diddy.
he's trying to give me all the credit,
I
but
like
he
it, though.
introduced
This is a
me
great
to a lot of the
partnership,
artists
bro.
from
It's
the.
beautiful.
I definitely played a part, like introducing him to artists, whatever. But yeah, he was the one who paid for it all, made it all happen, put me on the cover. Like, nobody paid at first to be on Underground Magazine. It was like a,
Yeah.
it was
The
like
proof
a
of
le-
concept
It was
issue.
the proof of
Facts.
concept issue, right?
Which
Exactly.
all businesses have to go
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a plan. He didn't do it saying, "All right, let's charge later and all that, whatever."
Yeah.
It was just like a passion project, like he's saying.
The
for
business
his
structure
resume.
came later.
Yeah,
The
and that's
business
kind of where I
infrastructure.
helped come in.
So
right?
you basically, so what I'm hearing is like you had the idea for the magazine or the concept of it. He came in because he was one artist that you knew from the 805 area, and you guys had already been connected for a minute. And then as you guys started putting it together, that's when the real like shape started to form because you could see, hey, well, Popsy's getting other artists in here. We could do this, we could do that, and then from there, you guys like just connected one to two together. Like, hey, this could be a profitable business.
yeah,
You're pretty much the only person I've ever heard explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah, other better than him and I. Like,
For
yeah,
real.
Hey,
No, that's
hey,
exactly
hey,
right.
but it's all off
It-
information you guys are getting.
But and I feel like that is
That's dope,
like
though.
Yeah, that's sick.
that is. But I feel like
Wow.
it's like not really what we're doing. We both go half and half on this, but like I started this in a way like on the earlier end and got it going.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially like we DG like Jordan. I was like, yo, you have a lot of connections.
That's pretty much exactly
that's
what
what
it is.
people need, and I feel like businesses definitely thrive when you're able to find either something that's there, it's just missing a piece, or
Yeah.
someone that has a little bit more of the income at first
Yeah.
to get it going.
Yeah.
Someone else has, and relationships are currency too, so it's another form of income. It's just
Yeah.
not the kind
So
that
many
everyone,
assets.
Yeah,
And even
There
just
is,
the
bro.
biggest thing, because there was like a period of time, right, where I'm the only person underground, technically ownership.
Yeah.
And we had that conversation on the phone. I remember exactly where I was, where I just called you and I was like, if it was like a year later, pretty much. And we're like, let's just do this. 50-50, we'll be on it.
So here's also what happened was COVID obviously happened, right? So issue one.
that
Can
shit
I
definitely
just
happened.
get you right before?
Yeah.
How long before COVID did you guys start, and then how long in? So yeah, how long?
Yeah, that's what I was about to pretty much break
cool.
down. So I don't remember. You would probably remember when the photo shoot was. It was in 2019.
September 2019.
Yeah. So
I think it was
that's when
September.
That was the first one.
September
Issue one
2019 was the
photo
first
shoot,
photo
right?
shoot.
Is that during COVID? Like,
And
No.
No,
No,
so
no,
this
no.
COVID
Before
is like
COVID,
March 2020.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, this
Bro,
is
it feels like it's been
September
going.
to-
It feels like it's been going for so much longer. But then when I think that's still like that was
About
5 years
years.
ago. That's a long time,
Yeah.
bro.
So it's
Y'all been
so
doing it.
September photo shoot, and then by January he was able to get the magazine done himself.
And I
which is-
flew back to Boston
Yeah.
and did it with a designer, graphic designer who lived in Boston still.
right.
So the first mag was edited there.
And I'm like just an artist in the first mag, right? But then he kind of hits me on the end of it, like, okay, I want to put this magazine out. You know, what should we do? And that's where I
Logistics.
kind of helped with the show and the idea of like we do a show, sell tickets to the show, and have it come with the hard copy magazine.
okay.
You know?
big.
So what is, and hopefully I asked this correctly, what is the business model of Underground Magazine?
Yeah.
Or what was your idea with being like, how can I and it's fine if it was more of a hobby and then you guys figured out how to monetize from it, but I'm curious to know, like, where were you guys like, oh, this is how we can monetize from this? Like, this is our business model.
Well, really, we offer a lot of packages with Underground in terms of promotional things, right?
Okay.
And like there are different ways to get involved with Underground. Even just a big part of everything that we do is a studio that people book out and rent everything, which we should get into the studio a little, but
Yeah.
Definitely.
more.
Yeah. I
well,
mean,
we got time for it all. It's all good. Y'all, hey, but say it is at the pace you guys feel comfortable is basically what I'm saying. So however
Yeah.
you guys want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something we always talk about, too, the business model of it, right? Like, a lot of people see Underground, and they might not even know how to be, if they're an artist, they
Yeah.
might not even know, like, oh, I could be on Underground. That's a dream of mine. Like, how could that happen, right? You know, it's possible. We're open to anyone being on Underground Magazine. We look for talented people, right? We work with chill people that we can work with, communicate well with, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff is really important to us versus just, like, people that are super poppin' or super talented. Like,
Okay.
if the communication and the vibes don't, that's got to be the most important thing is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. So that's one thing about it. And then, like he said, it's the packages. So it's like we have this kind of whole all-inclusive package where you can be on the cover of our magazine and you get pages inside, and it comes with all this content and promotion. And we put out 4 magazines a year now, so we're a quarterly magazine print.
And that's a good look for a lot of upcoming independent artists because, like, let's
Right.
be honest, other than, like, when shit was popping with, like, The Source and what was that other hip-hop magazine? That was
Double
great?
Double XL.
Double XL. I
Yeah.
gotta forget that one. I'm gonna get flamed in the comments. But yeah, so, like, Double XL and The Source, it's like, when are people gonna have a chance to really be
Just
in a
get on it if you're
hard
upcoming.
copy magazine where they can flip through it and have it? Like, I still got mine. I still look at it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still like,
Yeah.
damn, that shit was dope. And, like, so it's like it's very highly coveted, especially in the space of hip hop. And then being an independent upcoming artist, like, it's a place for people to shine that may not have it otherwise.
Right.
And,
And,
like, yeah,
the cross promotional thing, not to cut you off, but that's huge, right? So to kind of break it down for you,
Yeah.
if you're getting more familiar, DG was on one of the first issues where we kind of grasped this business model, which almost
Okay.
changed the whole landscape of the business.
Okay.
So we learned at issue 2 that we could have enough value with the print magazine and all the content to charge to be in the mag and all that stuff. Put these group covers together, about 5 to 10 people were doing different cities, whatever. Then issue 6, we met somebody named AZ Chike, who was an artist
Oh,
at the
shit.
Kendrick Lamar show the other night, you
Yeah.
know, just to put it into perspective. Got him on the magazine, and we met him at the time that we're working on the issue 6 group cover. And so I'm like, okay, I'll meet him. How could we get him involved with the mag, but we're already working on the group? Well, let's take his own photo shoot, give him his own cover, and then have it be the same magazine. So now all these artists that are on the group cover are in the same magazine as the AZ Chike exclusive cover, right? So then we did that on issue 6. We got it. Issue 6 took us like a year plus. Then his issue, we figured it out. We did like 5 exclusive covers. DJ Charisma was 8.
He wasn't.
Cause
His was the Cause, Garen,
Ono.
Asia, Ono, and
that
sitting
was
on
the-
Stacy.
And that was the
Yeah.
fire one.
The
I
Cause
mean, not
one.
that the rest aren't fire, but I was like, Cause, bro, like,
Cause was lit.
you know, fucking Dreamville type shit.
Yeah, and so that was
fire.
exactly Cause from Dreamville had his own magazine cover. DG had 2 pages inside of the Cause magazine, you know, so that's the business model.
Yeah, like honestly, at first we would never have thought we would get to the point where we'd be, I guess, disclosing that that you could pay to get certain things from Underground Magazine, right? Because in the
that's how all the business models.
And
work.
also, if we ask anything that has to do with monetization or just anything, you don't want to talk about it, you could be like,
Nah,
"No,
like,
I think
that's
it's good.
what-
Like
we're
at
pretty
first,
open about it now. That's the
it
point.
used to be like, oh, it's taboo, especially in the journalism space, because there's
Yeah.
a difference between earned media and paid media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and at first I like was just, I guess, insecure about it, but now that I've seen the value that Underground does bring
Yeah.
in a
Success
unique
rate,
way,
yeah.
and once you're able to
it's
see
where
that, it's
I don't. Yeah, like,
And
I
just
think
so
it's.
you
I'm
know,
proud
it
to
don't
charge it.
matter if it's Underground Magazine or if it's Source and Double XL. Like, somebody's getting money somewhere. Like, that's that's the allure of it. That's what you're kind of trying to talk about. But it's more widely known now, so it's not as taboo as it may have been like once a long time ago. It's all promotion. You know what I mean? It's promotional packages, just like you guys have. And at the end of the day, you guys are using it in a positive way, where you guys could just be chasing after big names. But what do you guys do? You're giving a majority of your magazine to people that otherwise wouldn't have that type of shine.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
Me being an independent artist too.
Yeah.
Another big part of it is like I come from that perspective of knowing what an artist needs and wants, you know? So more than just paying to be on a cover of our magazine and, like he said, just taking people money and just like whatever, we don't talk to them or something. Like, it's the most interactive thing that it could possibly be. All this different type of content that we're doing, shows, mentorships. You're coming to our studio that we have, which we definitely should get into, like you said. And yeah, we've built an unbelievable community. We're about to drop our 11th issue.
Congrats.
Thank you. And we're
got
already
a
working on
big-
our 12th and 13th.
We got some big covers about to drop too.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get an exclusive cover one of these days. Watch pop. DG
on.
gonna be popping. We gonna have him at the red carpet, Grammy type shit.
Come on.
sheesh.
Absolutely.
Putting it out there right now, manifestation. It's not me being
that's
cocky.
key.
So you could just say all that like hard shit and blow smoke up your own ass and just say, "Oh, I was just manifesting." That's not cocky.
That's right.
But that's also even just relation to something like that. You know, somebody want to be on the cover of Underground Magazine by yourself. That's something that we do for people too. We do magazines for rollouts for Big Hit, which is Hit Boy's dad. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer.
We were gonna get into that too. That's on the topic. That's on the topic. But not to cut you guys off, but I just want to roll it back a little bit because there's something that I'm interested in, and I wanted to spotlight Andrew for a second, and I wanted to know. Where did your affinity for journalism start? Was it a person? Was it a place? Was it an experience? Or, a combination of them both?
Thank you so much
That's
for
a
this
great
great
question.
question.
Yeah.
man.
I want to know.
I love it.
I want to know. I was interested. I'm interested about it.
So really, I wasn't like, oh, I've always wanted to be a journalist. Nothing like that. Like when I went to college, I was like undeclared major, had no idea what I wanted to do. Then I think really the person who got me into it was Stephen A. Smith. Like I love Stephen A. Smith. I love that dude. Like I think he's just the best journalist. Like he's not the best, most quality journalist ever, but he's just so on point about everything.
For sure.
And so him and seeing him and talk about sports and do all that made me kind of want to take that journalism route.
Okay. So POFSKY, how do you handle / balance, the magazine with also being an artist yourself? That's something that, I can imagine might be a little bit difficult. And then also like when you approach people, how you introduce yourself, what do you lead with? I know it's probably, depends on the situation, but basically first, it's a two-part question, but first, how do you handle being a businessman and then also being an independent artist?
Yeah, it's difficult, man. I would love to be leaning into my artistry more and being able to be more creative, more time of the day. I love that. Like I said to someone recently, it's like when I'm in the studio, I'm creative. I'm feeling free. It's stress free. It's the time is going.
Facts. I'm gonna let the people know right now. I've been in a few sessions with POFSKY. And it's just always a good time. You know what I mean? Feels light, but at the same time, it's like we're getting
shit done. Exactly. And that's we have a good team. Shout out to GM Beats. Exactly. Like DG had me come through to a great session that we did, and it's just those vibes. And so I love making music. I'm about to do some great shows. Done some great shows. So I'm so thankful to be an artist, right? And like that's just something that whatever level it gets to, I continue to check these things off of my list all the time, like getting featured on AZ Chike's album or opening at the Novo, right? Like these things are major, yeah, even if it were to end tomorrow. So definitely grateful. But yeah, in terms of the business, it requires a lot of my time, most of my time. And a lot of the music is a lot of business too, right? So you spend a lot of time just handling business for the magazine, for the studio, for the music. I also manage people. You know, I do consultations on the side. I do
Yeah,
all
what don't
sorts
you
of
do?
things.
It's a one-stop shop over
Yeah,
here
I
at
mean,
Underground
But also,
Magazine.
some
It has
about
to be,
Posky
though, you
is
know?
he,
It does.
Posky ain't wasting. He doesn't waste time. He doesn't like watch TV, play video games. Like
Hey,
I
man,
try
Ooh.
not to. I try not to. Yeah,
I mean,
you
for the
know.
most part,
yeah. I
he's
try to
pretty
be
much always on it. You know.
Yeah, nah, you got to be. I mean, especially at the clip you guys are moving and the pace you are. So
And I just look at these guys, like the people that I look up to, and just they work crazy hard. Like I feel like I don't even work hard enough.
Bro, tell
when
me
I look
about
at,
it.
You know, so
Yeah.
there's
crazy.
always a level you can continue to push yourself. I'm on that heavy, and like I'm so far from where I want to be, but a lot of people look at us as, you know, have made it or whatever.
You fall in love with the
feel
grind,
like we
though.
made it. Yeah, it's like, yeah,
My boy Manny, he told me, he said it's not the mindset, it's the grind set.
There we go.
oh, for real.
That's my boy behind the camera right here shooting this shit, Manny Production. Shout out
Okay,
my boy.
Manny.
But
It beats anything, bro. I
ever
don't
since
care how
then,
talented you are.
gotta
or
fall in love
anything.
with the grind.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat anybody out with my work. like,
Exactly.
every
And my dad
time,
used
you
to
know?
tell me this, you know, just going on a little tangent, that he was like, if I had a football team and there is a player that I could draft, and every time he touches the ball, he scores a touchdown, but he only shows up for one game a year. But there's another person that's going to play more like a regular football player, but he's going to show up every day. So I'm going to take the second person
Yeah.
every time. It don't matter. You know what I mean? So just a little, you know, kind of homage to what you were saying. Homage? Ooh,
Yeah.
vocab. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Dropping
yeah.
them today.
I'm ready.
Good dropping
That's
them today.
fire.
Yeah, what were you going to say,
Brother.
Fredo?
I don't know. I don't like sitting next to him, let alone listening to him speak, because he just drops the words. Like sometimes I'm just sitting here, I'm like, damn, bro, I need a dictionary half the time. I'm
No,
saying.
it's fine. It was smooth. It was smooth.
No, yeah, take us back to the studio part.
Yeah. So okay, the studio. Really, the idea comes about because Underground starts, and like even just day one, we're at FD Photo Studio. Shout out to FD. It's no shade, right? Like
It's a dope
definitely
stu.
grew up going to FD Photo Studio. They are a dope spot in LA. Issue after issue after issue, we're booking photo studios, spending a lot of money, bro. A lot of money.
Or just doing
Because-
interviews like in parking lots and stuff.
Yeah, and like think about like if we
That's
you
the
already
grind.
know.
Creative, compensating
That's
with
the
creativity.
grind set right there.
Yeah, but you already know, like we sitting comfortable right now doing an interview. You want to invite somebody through, you do the interview. You don't want to have to worry about where am I going to do this? If
Yeah.
I get the opportunity tomorrow to interview somebody dope and I got to go book a location, it's not available, and no, I don't have the budget for it, blah, blah, blah. Set yourself up for it and prepare for these opportunities, right? And save the money on the things we're going to spend on. It's just a bigger term play. Make the money too on something that's called Peerspace that we use often in Gigster. So shout out to them.
So for our audience, you guys are talking about your production studio that you guys now own in conjunction with the magazine, same brand.
Out
Correct,
in downtown
yeah.
LA.
Which Andrew just recently kind of like joined into, because at first it was a side venture that I had started with two different partners. One of them left, Andrew jumped in, you know, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
It was the same branding from the jump. So it was
It
Underground
is.
Production Studios and then Underground Magazine.
I mean, it was so seamless. I thought he was involved from the beginning. So.
I mean, so we were licensing it from ourselves, right?
yeah, okay.
So he was.
Yeah.
He was,
Nah,
but he
the
wasn't.
cycles back into it.
But now he
I didn't have keys.
Yeah, now he's there.
He's like, I couldn't get in.
Now he's there every day with us. He's working. Like he left his job recently, his 9 to 5. So now it's like him
So
and
he's
I.
Hey,
homeless,
Underground
congrats.
all the time.
right? Yeah. Hey,
I
you're
love
homeless
hearing
and
that.
you're
I can't wait
man.
till I can do that. But
And that's in
I
relation
need-
to the studio.
I said you're homeless and you're unemployed. Congrats. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
thank you.
It's like
Hey,
we
that's
made
what
it
all
make sense.
entrepreneurs do,
yeah,
bro.
no, that's the big. I made it in life. I mean,
Yeah.
It's scary though.
it's scary.
That's
it's
the
scary,
first,
but that's
right?
the
That's the first one.
that's
when
that
you're able
first
to
lead.
leave that.
Yeah.
That's what did you do before?
I actually worked at a place, shout out, Aerojet Rocketdyne, rocket engine manufacturing place out in the valley.
So like aerospace. type
Aerospace,
shit.
I was not an engineer. I worked in the procurement department, buying parts, things like that.
Shout
It was
out to
dope.
Astronauts.
How long
Yeah,
has it
shout
been
out to
since you
Astronauts.
left that?
I left February 22nd.
I was
So
about
it's
to
been
say,
like
he's a
4
rocket
months.
scientist over here doing hip
4
hop
months.
bags.
How does it feel?
It definitely feels good to leave, but we're definitely just working harder than I ever even was.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, cool, I love my job. Like,
Yeah.
we need money.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's homeless.
Yeah,
He is homeless.
What? Yeah, exactly. I mean, what he's saying is true. It's like when you leave your job, it's not like, oh, it's some walk in the park. Like I'm about to leave my job and it's gonna be easier. It's actually gonna be like
100%.
so much harder, bro. It's like way more pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Having a 9 to
You
5
don't
is
even
easy
know.
as fuck.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't even know.
Now you don't got
what
them
it is.
excuses anymore either.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'd have done it, but I don't have enough time because of my 9 to 5.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
can't.
hey.
And
Yeah.
1 month it's gonna be up, the next gonna be down. It's stressful. It's not stressful. It's good. It's bad. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what it takes to be an entrepreneur and really like chase it. But also, again, what allowed him to do that, what allowed me to leave my job as well, because when I left my job, studio is what I started. You get me?
Okay.
So
That's what
the studio is the vessel. The magazine been doing cool. Then the studio is now doing good. We recently expanded it, so now we have about 5,000 square feet. We have about like 15 to 20 total sets in our whole studio. So it's getting more lucrative and allowing us to do that. But that's the way. Like if anybody's watching and they like trying to start a business and they finding that one route in their business is lucrative, but how do you get multiple? It's like find things that are relative. I try to make it like this circle of everything that benefits each other, right? So it's like the magazine, the studio, then you have the management, then you got the record label,
They
then you
can
got
all eat
this,
off
that.
each other.
I'm an artist. I'm using the studio, saving money. It's all these things that are relevant to each other.
Yeah.
And that's what I would recommend to anybody, right? Like
And so
doing business stuff.
And so talk about the studio a little bit more physically. Like how many sets do you guys have? Like what does it entail?
Yeah,
Like
so
that.
basically we have 4 total suites in the building. There's only 16 total suites in the building, just to put it in perspective.
Damn, so y'all got
2 stories. Yeah, we got
Taking
a
over.
little quarter of the building. Yeah. We got 2 parking lots on site, so it's very comfortable for people. We have AC in every unit. Upstairs is our OG location. That's kind of where it all started. We have a couple LED hallways. We have a LED mirror box, which is really cool, like this all mirror ceiling, floors, walls, and everything with LEDs in it, change colors. Casino, an armory. We have a really cool like magazine collage wall that my girl made. Shout out to Morgan.
Hey,
Shout out Morgan.
Then we got the recording studio in there as well. So that's upstairs. Then downstairs we have a strip club that it's like its own room. So
That
that's
shit
its own
look fire
set.
too,
You guys
bro.
for
I
real?
got a
Have you
song
been in there yet?
No, yeah, I'm
yeah,
serious.
I got a song that's gonna be perfect.
Yeah,
for
no,
it,
not, it's not just
Why
like
is he
a.
gonna be up in that bitch?
It's not just like a room with a pole. It's like
Oh, okay.
an actual strip club, like not functioning, but it's a set.
But it looks like.
But
Yeah,
it has 3 sections. You got it's basically like we really utilize the whole room. We got a bar in one corner, and then like in the back
I'll
you have
show
like
you
a
video. It's hard.
kind of like a U-shaped section. That's like the VIP area, and then you got two couches on
Little
either
side
wall.
sections.
Yeah, side sections, a little smaller. Pole in the middle, LEDs on all the corners of the walls, on the ceiling.
That's sick.
So it's real player in there.
That's
And then next to it, which there's also a door connecting them, so it can be all one big unit downstairs. There's like an orange fur room, psych wall, which is with the white photo shoot wall, a grass set with the LEDs, all pink room, a kitchen, a 90s bedroom, and a trippy wallpaper.
there you
So-
go.
The trippy wallpaper.
Yeah,
That's
and
fire.
it officially is out now.
Sheesh,
Book
that is-
ASAP.
How do we book?
So I don't know.
We can book through multiple ways. You could hit us up directly. We'll make it happen.
If you got that contact,
yeah, if you got that contact, DM the page even. You know, the DMs are open.
they hit me. I'm charging a fee to get to Andrew and POFSKY. Let them know. I need
Or
some
hit
food off that
DG.
plate.
Use
I was about
promo
to say-
code DG.
Yeah, go
Promo
get
code.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
Promo code DG to get, what do they get?
Yeah. If you,
You can
send
have
us
a
DG, I'll
free
give you an
chips.
extra hour for real.
We'll give you an
Okay.
extra hour.
Fuck
If
it.
you hit
Okay.
us and say promo code DG.
For real, because we
But
do
what
it
if they say
3
promo
hours.
code Fredo, you get 70 minutes.
Let's go.
70. You hear that?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
10 extra minutes with me.
Yeah, that's
All right,
how much
Fredo.
I mean. Fuck.
Because
Or-
we're doing 3 hours for $100 in any of the sets. So it's really
fire.
it's very affordable. That's kind of our like
'Cause we're
promo
new.
rate. We're new. We're about to launch our website at some point. Also gonna drop an app at some point to pay homage to y'all.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
Yep.
Like, you wouldn't believe the
yeah.
peer space competition
Yeah, so you
in
guys are on
LA.
Peer
We
Space
got
too,
it,
right?
yeah. And it's
You
about
gotta know your competition and like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they already have this, then we shouldn't make this because they already have one and
Yeah.
it's better. What I, you know,
Yeah, and so peer space is where most, like 80% of our business, peer space. Then Gigster is like a small portion of our business as well, which is similar to peer space. And then people hitting us up directly, whatever. That's the best way. Just kind of hit us up directly. Soon we will have the website that you can directly book through. That'll be direct to us.
Funnel
Yeah,
to y'all.
yeah, probably through the Underground magazine.
That's
You know.
lit. That's lit. All right. So changing gears here a little bit. You guys said that you guys mentioned about the Hit Boy exclusive magazine that you guys released. So how did that come about? And you know, I mean, obviously he's a legendary West Coast producer. West Coast, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure.
LA.
I just want to
Pasadena.
make sure. I started to question myself, and then you know,
Yeah.
up is down and left is right. And everything. But, so,
I already know.
West Coast producer. How did
Yeah.
that come about? And I just want you guys, you know, to take me through that a little bit, because I mean, that's something that shocked me. I was low-key sitting in my room like, damn, blood, they didn't hit me to just be, you know, a fly on the wall. Or no, I'm just kidding.
Damn,
I know
should've,
even getting to those
should've.
rooms is tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
to get your foot in the door is a big thing. So how'd you guys do that? And maybe speak about what you can or what you want to, and just let us know how all that happened.
Yeah. So basically, like, shout out to Big Hit, the big homie, man. He is
Dope.
a very, very, very dope individual for real, real life. And yeah, I had seen his motion coming about on IG, and I was like, you know, I loved it. I was like, I need to get him on the mag. You know, I just seen it. I started reaching out through the underground page, which is the best way to tap in through the magazine page. So I'm DMing him, whatever. And the moral of the story, with anything I'm going to tell you, is just provide value. You know, you want to get in these rooms. Don't try to get in there, getting something from them. Bring something to them. That's how you're going to get in those rooms, right? So that's exactly it. I told Big Hit at first that I would help him with really whatever he needed. If he needed to use our studio for some stuff, if he needed a videographer, really, if he needed models, cars, whatever I could do to just get with bro, I told him I got him. So one day he hit me and said, I need a videographer, whatever. So we linked up. Me, Gavin, and Noah, we went out to Pasadena for his hood day and shit. Ridiculous, you know. This is like a bunch of gang members. It's like crazy. Put ourselves in this situation, you know, but that's kind of what you got to go do sometimes.
It's a testament to your drive and your
That's
work
some real
ethic.
journalism shit right there.
Yeah. Put yourself in the
Bombs over
situation.
Baghdad type shit.
And I'm like, with that, like, that's our whole thing with Underground. Go to the people environment. That's why it's even really cool to just do this podcast here in your guys' space.
And we appreciate
even, you know?
the
Hell
travel
yeah.
because
Absolutely,
having
it
us.
really
It's a
worked out.
mob.
It's a little bit of a trek.
No, yeah, it worked out for sure. But
So you plugged in with Big Hit.
So I plugged in with Big Hit. I got there, finally met him, you know, and then it was just kind of thing after thing. He ended up coming to the studio. We was talking here, we was linking here, slowly but surely. Like, these things don't happen. Like, it's not like I seen Hit Boy and then next day I was with him. By no means, you know.
No.
This was probably like a 6-month plus thing in the making of me just DMing Big Hit consistently, but not being annoying. You know, like
Yeah.
just knowing the
providing
balance.
value.
And I
like
think
you
that
said.
I think you
Yeah.
said it. The moral of the story is like providing value. A lot of people like lose out on that, where they try and like they jump too soon and they're like, hey, you
Yeah.
know, hop on and this is what we got. But it's like, no, you didn't provide any value yet, or you didn't build enough value yet for them to see it. So
Yeah, exactly. And
think that's
so
big.
that was the initial way, right? Then I remember getting the opportunity, like, all right, because the idea was before the exclusive magazine with Big Hit came about, it was Hit Boy, Big Hit, and C3, which is Hit Boy's son, on Underground magazine for an exclusive cover. Like
3
we were explaining.
generations.
Yeah, you know. So I kept telling Big Hit, you know, you got to bring me around Hit Boy, got to bring me around Hit Boy. Finally, he said, hey, on Wednesday, come through to Chalice, which is Hit Boy's. Hit Boy has his own room or rooms, I don't even know, at Chalice, which is like legendary recording studio, similar to East West, where we recorded our record Amber Rose. And so,
Ooh, you just dropped a fucking gem on him.
no cap.
Amber Rose is coming soon. Keep
No
going.
cap. So Chalice, similar to one of those, a Paramount Records, like it's like a really legitimate studio, invites us through on the fly. Like it was so like he couldn't even make it. It was just like some quick last minute shit. Brought through the team. We go through, and yeah, we got to do the interview and everything, photo shoot. It all happened in like 45 minutes. Interview, photo shoot, we're in and out of there. Like,
damn.
but I managed to still get to play my record for him. So Hit Boy was standing there with me, Big Hit. Everybody watched
Light It Up?
watch my Light It Up video.
I'm gonna
which
light
was
this bitch
loved.
up.
He was messing with it, so that was huge for me and just cool to play my song for him, you know. And then, yeah, after that, I pretty much brought up the idea in the studio, like, hey, man, I've always had this idea, like, that we could do a custom magazine. It doesn't have to say Underground on the top. It's just we can make a magazine for you for Surf Club, which is their record label.
Yeah.
And Hit Boy said, yeah, it's cool, but we're working on Big Hit shit right now. you know. So we need a magazine for big hit type of thing. So I'm like, magazine about whatever you want, bro. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Because like what's surprising is, or like
Yeah.
I guess what surprised me and maybe you too is that like I didn't really realize that like at the end of the day we got just from building underground we got pretty much I feel like the best in the game at just making like the magazines. Like there's so
Yeah,
many,
you can't even front on our design, our text, journalism, our rollout, media. I mean, everything about it. Even our in-person event stuff and everything. Is
there's
top tier.
thousands of steps from
I
a
can speak
beginning to
that. I can speak to that as not only like somebody that consumes your guys' content, but somebody that's been a part of it. Because I'm a stickler for the shit that I do. Like it could be good, but I'm gonna be the person that's like, oh, but it's not great, you know. And,
Yeah.
and that's just like how an artist is. It's nothing to anybody that I work with, no offense, but that's just the way it is. I say that to go to the fact that a testament to like what you guys are saying, because when I did my like cover and I had my spread, I looked at that shit, I got it, bro. I was like, damn, this is hard. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, from the branding, how like you guys took like, because part of the photo shoot was where I was writing on the chalkboard, and then you guys took that theme and you used it for the whole spread, and it just
Right.
worked very well. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? And everything was perfect. I mean, I couldn't pick out one thing where I'd been like, I was just, you know, and that's very, very rarely am I like, you know, taken back by shit, especially that I'm involved in, because you're biased on yourself, right? You see yourself or you hear your own voice in a recording, you're like, usually you cringe. That had me looking at me. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm trying to meet DG. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so it's
Yeah.
just a testament to what I'm saying, that, you know, like basically what you guys were saying.
What
I
how many
appreciate
people
it.
do you guys have on your team or help bring the vision to life within Underground?
Okay, so with the
Pretty
team,
fast.
really in terms of full-time employees, it's just me and POFSKY.
Okay.
However, to put together these magazines, events, do what we do, we definitely have like 5-6 video photo people kind of just
Okay.
on like freelance, like really a lot of the
On call.
staff members. Yeah, it's on call. We'll pay them per project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've cycled through graphic designers through the time, but we have like one solid dude we're working with right
We
now.
typically will have like one, maybe two graphic designers that we're working with at a time. Like it cycles in and out.
Yeah.
Then we have an intern, Sammy. We have a new intern, Addie. This is actually a dope thing. For the first time ever in Underground, starting Monday, we have an intern, a student from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Shout
That's
out Cal
Yeah.
Poly, San Luis.
right.
That's dope.
That's coming and going to be interning at the studio
lit.
with us and getting actual college credit.
For 3
Oh,
months for the
wow.
whole summer. So
That's
she's gonna be
dope.
there 3 days a week with us, working on all sorts of stuff like magazine development, sales,
That's so amazing.
social
That's
media.
cool,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Thank you.
That's actually amazing.
So
It's
in-
our first time doing
Yeah.
that for college credits, like
Yeah.
really officially.
Yeah,
Really
that's
official.
amazing, guys.
Shout out to
Congratulations.
AJ Brown for the plug.
Hey.
805er, another
AJ
805er.
Brown's also one of the homies as well.
Yeah.
We finna hop on a song for one of his tracks.
Yeah, facts.
Yep.
Facts,
So
facts.
that's gonna be lit. So until we, before we get YZ in here, you're gonna talk a little bit about your guys' new record. I just want to know,
Yeah.
what can we expect next from Underground as a magazine as well as a brand?
Man, you let them know about
So-
the
about the new shit.
Yeah, you let them
Let
know
me-
about the
I'll
one.
let y'all
I'm gonna
know-
let them know about the two. Like, you know, drop
All right,
one,
all
I'll
right.
drop the other.
So-
It's good. Let them just.
So-
let 'em
They're
know,
cooking.
man. Let 'em
So
know.
definitely by the time I say this is out, this will be fully announced anyways. But I'm gonna still say breaking news here, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
exclusive,
For real.
P2P exclusive.
Get them.
For real,
For-
for real, 'cause this ain't out right now.
We're explaining the exclusive cover thing, how for every magazine and a group of people, we have other alternative, like collectible covers,
Yeah.
right? So we have that for issue 11 that's coming out Thursday, June 27th. And that is, we have our main group, and with exclusive covers, ones we've announced so far, we have Phoenix Flexin and Keep It Peasy, kind of a Stockton to LA kind of thing, super
Okay.
dope.
Shout out to Russell North from Thizzler for the introduction to Peasy, man. Real good people. Real
Damn.
good people. DB about a bag manager.
Oof.
Yeah.
Super dope. Then another one that we have that I'm super stoked for. I sat down, I interviewed this dude out in Ventura, which was really cool. Super young dude, super inspiring guy, hardworking dude. 310 baby, a super fire new rapper coming out of Inglewood. He's another exclusive cover for issue 11. Then we have our biggest one ever.
So
Yep, yep. And yeah, just to touch on that one, 310 Baby got one of the hottest records in the country right now called
Let's
Soak City.
do it right.
Yeah.
Do it
So,
right
yeah.
with a bit. I'm gonna get straight to it. DG,
So we about to drop
Popsky,
that,
and Andrew.
you know?
Everybody knows what we and how we do. All right, yeah.
Fuck me.
You feel me?
Fuck me.
It's about to be big, bro, with 310 Baby. We're going to be at his show at the Novo next Saturday. I'll be opening up for it with Casey family. We got some real special guests.
Shout out Casey.
And everything for that. Big shout out to Casey. And what do you call it? And we're going to have the magazines with 310 Baby for sale at his show, signed by
Come
him
get
and
one.
all that stuff.
What day is that?
That's June 29th.
Saturday,
Okay.
June 29th.
Next Saturday.
Yep, next Saturday we got tickets available, so tap in with us. But last but not least, I mean, this is definitely going to change the landscape of Underground Magazine. We've been able to get, different heights of LA and West Coast artists like Hit Boy, like we mentioned, as producer artist. RJ, Mr. LA. I mean, we had DJ Charisma, Cause, Loaded Gray, AZ Chag Rucci. I mean, we could go on forever about the LA people we've had.
Shout out Rucci.
But
Here we go.
we have unfortunately now really done something that's about to fuck up the game, bro, because we about to cross the borders and go to one of the hottest cities in the country, which is Atlanta,
Ooh.
and mess with somebody named Zaytoven, if everybody's
Ooh,
familiar.
golly.
Yes, unbelievably legendary producer, Grammy Award winning, multi-platinum producer, known for stuff with like Future, Migos, Usher, Lil Uzi Vert, the list goes on, Gucci Mane. So we went to Atlanta to sit down with him, interview him, and we're going to put out the exclusive magazine cover. Might have some stuff going on with him in Atlanta after. We're going to see. Definitely trying to go back because we had an amazing time out there. So
Damn.
shout out to Patchwork Studios too.
Damn, that's
So,
lit.
yeah.
So when does that drop?
So all of these, like both of those covers,
Yeah.
everything issue 11 related
Okay.
is out by the 27th, which is
Next Thursday.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
That question, and then part two. When you guys do this, just interested, like meeting the producers out there traveling. What do you guys do content wise? Like, do you guys post like, oh, I'm in it? Just curious. You guys like, oh, I'm in Atlanta. Like, how do you not give it away? But you're like out there and you're like really proud of yourself. Like, how do you just fuck? I
So
can't.
we kind of failed with that, to be honest, because
Okay.
typically
I
we're
was about
good at
to say,
hiding.
Yeah, normally
We're
we
really
hide
good,
it
and
pretty
we hide
well.
it. No one's posted on their story. We don't announce anything
Yeah.
until that cover's dropped, ideally. And that was probably the plan, honestly. But then once we were there in Atlanta,
You
we just
had
had to, and we saw a photo of us and Zaytoven. We had to post that.
And it
shit.
was his
Yeah.
birthday. We went out to Atlanta
Oh,
on his
shit.
birthday. We interviewed Zaytoven and did everything on his birthday. It was
That's
just
crazy.
You had to.
unbelievable
And you
vibe.
can
We're in
use
this
it as
big recording
You can use it as
studio.
promotional
Yeah.
content.
You
You know,
have
people
to.
see it.
Yeah.
They know what you guys do. They see it on your story. It makes them wonder.
Yeah.
You know, they could put 1 and 2 together, or they could try, but they're not necessarily going to know or get the actual content until you guys post it. So
Yeah.
I still
Yeah,
think
and
that's
it's
a
good to
win-win
just
situation.
whatever. I think
Yeah.
more people that
Bro.
at the end of the day see anything
More
related to
content.
this or know about it. The
Exactly.
better.
More content,
Like
the better.
even if we do post this cover and it just goes nuts, it's like there might have been a couple extra people that just saw that one post. Instagram, his algorithms are weird.
Exactly.
Even Zaytoven himself actually talked about a moment I heard when I was watching the interview back, where he was sitting with somebody and he's like, Jay-Z want to meet with you, so he go link with Jay-Z. And like, I don't think the music that they ever did came out, but he said that they took a picture together, Zaytoven and Jay-Z, and Zaytoven posted it, like, call it Jaytoven or something like that. And it just went crazy, especially at the time.
Yeah.
For Zaytoven, I think it was pretty early in his career.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you those pictures. Obviously, we have the cover. We got the interview coming. A lot more shit coming with him. But just those pictures, those moments,
You have to capitalize on it.
got to capitalize on them. And I think to answer your question, it's about knowing how and when. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
we're not traveling every day going to Atlanta doing something like that. So when we do, we gonna let y'all know.
Yeah.
Facts.
But when we having people come through our studio and we got a little system down, we know how to keep other stuff under wraps and still keep it exciting, And we haven't dropped
Amen.
all the everything. Like, still, once you see this cover, it doesn't even matter knowing that he's on it. When you see the cover, it's gonna hit different. And we'll show you all that cover right now after this interview.
Santa Barbara's favorite.
Yes, sir. This is my boy. In case you guys didn't know, YZ, Santa Barbara, local artist and legend, my guy. Come on now. What's up, bro? It's good to see you, my G.
Boys,
What up?
My dog, man. Who's splashing?
who the fuck?
There's some
smashed?
underground
Come on.
royalty on this couch.
I know this is
dude.
legendary right
This is
here.
neutral
This is
king right
issue
here.
1, issue
Hey,
2.
neutral,
right here.
baby. Except for the shoes, dusty.
It's
I
all
know, my
good.
shit
Musty,
creased
whatever.
up.
Yellowing
It's all
kind of
good.
adds to
Don't
the
mention
tan.
it.
Yeah, you feel me?
Don't mention it.
Bro, I tell you, I like the vintage look more.
Yeah,
We
try
just
to
gonna
keep it
crop.
right.
We just gonna crop the feet. It's good. My
Yeah,
shit.
crop the feet, crop the feet, my dog.
That shit, I'm on some white boy shit, no socks.
Hey, shout out to
on.
Center Seeking though. I got that Center Seeking
Yeah,
on right
some
now.
shit.
What'd you say? Go ahead.
I got that Center Seeking on right now. Shout out to Center Seeking. They a hot upcoming
Shout out,
brand.
shout out.
Yes, sir.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
We
that's
talking about the
right.
drip. Shout out to
Little
Cinema
green
Secret.
drip.
Yep.
Come on, come on, come on.
So wait,
So,
DG, real quick, my
go
bad.
ahead. No,
Are you
I'm-
also from? You're from Santa Barbara? Or from Carpinteria?
I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from Vallejo,
Oh, yeah, from
California. That's
Vallejo.
where I was
Oh,
born, but I moved up here when I was like 11 years old. So, you know.
Hell
But you
that
moved
shit.
to Carp.
Shout out
yeah,
to Bay
I
Area.
moved to Carpinteria.
But now
Hey,
you're in
you know,
SB.
For real.
But now I'm in Oxnard.
Shout out.
Now I'm in Oxnard. I was in Ventura. I'm in Oxnard. I got a house out here too in Santa Barbara. I'm not gonna let everybody know my locations
on
because you
now.
know sometimes.
I'll drop the
Splashing.
pin. I'll drop the
Yeah, shit can get a little sticky. You know what I mean? But either way, YZ, why don't you before you guys get into your next release, which you know I've heard some clips of and it sounds
Fuck
crazy
with it.
as fuck. Who's splashing?
Appreciate
You know,
you.
hopefully me. But why don't you talk about just how you got started, your artistry, what type of music you do, and let the people know who you are.
What's good, y'all? It's 805's very own YZ Chopper. I'm just a rapper, melodic rap to be specific, producer now. Most
Okay,
recently,
shit.
yeah. Just a little bit about how I started making music. I wasn't really I was just a music fan for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then the homies really got me into it. They just said it dead ass, like I told these fools a story. Like I used to, I grew up a lot around like Mexicans, so like
Me too.
the homies,
Yeah.
and they
Essays.
said you're the only black friend type shit. We need you to,
Yeah.
spit type
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
That basically led to what I'm doing now. I
Okay.
took it and kind of ran with it.
Honed
And
your
then
skills like that.
I
though, on the
guess, yeah.
street.
So I didn't know I had that in me. And then,
One thing led to another.
one thing led to another. I was like doing lyrical, like rap type stuff. Like,
When'd you come out with your first song?
probably like early 2017.
Early 20.
Like,
Okay, so you've been in it for a minute.
You were
still,
pretty
though?
young then, huh?
Yeah, I was like 16, something
Okay.
like that.
How old are you now? 30?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
that
He said, motherfucker, you look 30.
That boy
Halfway
young,
still-
man.
How old are you? 16? He said,
That boy
motherfucker, you
got
look
that
like you 30.
We're kids. Fuck, I'm 20, bro.
20?
Yeah,
Okay,
youngins, fresh,
Damn.
That boy
you
can't
got-
even get in the club, but he could.
Yeah,
but I
you
could.
Oh, we.
You definitely could.
But he
Give me
could
in
for
the-
show,
you
though.
know?
For sure,
Type,
for
yeah,
sure.
but yeah, melodic rap is what I do now. I started producing 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's going well.
Yeah, we actually, just by happenstance, hopped on that same cipher for
Oh,
Skips.
that's how I met these fools.
Yeah, bro.
That's how I met these
Oh,
fools.
is it?
Because of your. Let me just speak on that. That's
Okay.
actually
Yeah,
crazy
well,
that
I
I'm in the
don't
same
even- I
room.
don't even know how
as
he
this
met
fool.
you.
I swear. So I mean, I just
What?
hit y'all up on like some Instagram shit, but so we were doing cipher. I didn't know who you were. You were the verse before me. And
Yeah.
I fuck with it obviously in the home, So I was like, who's DG? I didn't know who you were, so I was like,
Exactly.
let me just do a little
Instagram
search,
search,
little search through.
Yeah,
You
why
had
not?
posted on your story, and you posted like something about them. And then I just clicked through type shit. I don't even know what it was. It was something.
Damn, that's full circle.
I don't even know
Fuck
DJ
right
Full
now.
circle. does that
as
right
fuck.
there.
So,
That's
yeah, I'm
crazy.
gonna invoice y'all later. Don't worry about it. It's all
You
good.
see what I'm saying? You see, like that's
who's
crazy.
splashing? You
Who's
feel me?
splashing, nigga? We splashing. We swear.
But I feel like I didn't even know that.
Bro, that is
that's
so
what's up,
full.
bro.
That's
That's
full
actually
circle as fuck.
super
We sitting right
fire.
here. Like,
But honestly, you
on
went
some
crazy
shit.
on that cipher.
You
did
too,
too.
dog. Appreciate
You
it.
know how we
dog.
do it. Come
We
on
had
now,
to-
but
yeah, I had to
that's like
give
a
them that
perfect-
taste.
Yeah, but that's like a perfect segue into your guys' record. You guys want to break it
Yeah.
down? You all want to talk about it a
Who's
little bit?
splashing?
Man, yeah, shout out to YZ Chopper, man. He a solid artist. We just got locked in really through the mag, and I was just fucking with his energy. I don't even know how it came about that we really started like locking in more, but I don't know. We just did our shit.
Just off rip,
You know?
fucking with each other, fucking with the music, probably.
Yeah.
It's organic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
what you
super
said.
organic.
That's the
Yeah,
best way
I think,
to do
I
it.
think I was like in a session or some shit. It was the day that we did the like alumni cover or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
Yeah, so we
you
were
at a session that day at Underground?
Yeah, so I was locked in with Brian or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Wacko 5 was there too. I thought we were gonna do some shit, but they
Shout out
left and
Wacko
so- Yeah,
5.
shout out
Shout out
Wacko. They
Wacko
hard as
5.
fuck.
good. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they
but
dope.
Yeah.
and then
Cap and
it
Foxy.
it came to the point where we were in the session and he had come back. I was doing like a single, and then I guess the idea kind of birthed on some I think it was like fuck around stuff, some joke. I mean, we still wanted a record together, but it was
Yeah.
like I wasn't personally trying to force anything to happen. And then he had beats.
And we had just got the mini hoop. That's why we
Yeah,
started
there
fucking
you go.
around, and we've been just going crazy at Underground.
We
with
love
the
the mini hoop. Shout
Yeah.
out Cookies.
So
Y'all seen that?
we had
Yeah,
bought
seen
our
that.
own. Like it occurred to me one day, I'm like, we need a basketball hoop in here. So I went bought one, and then next thing I know, Cookie just drops a basketball hoop. So shout out my man Rick.
Shout out Cookie.
I had to
baby.
get that motherfucking basketball hoop, so he sent it right through to us, and yeah, that shit was raw. So then, yeah, we're just fucking around like that be the vibes. I think we heard the beat, and then went out there and started playing, and was just kind of fucking around with it, and like had the who trapping. Who asking?
Something like
you
that.
think-
He came
who
up with the first little whatever, and then
Yeah.
I just kind of started saying it, and then I was like, I just said like some off the rip, like POFSKY, no even standing.
Yeah.
I just like doing some shit, and then
set it off. And I was actually
That's
so
literally
literally
what came
last night I'm like sitting there editing all these clips and shit.
oh yeah,
Shout out to Gavin. He sent me
shout out
all the
Gavin.
clips that we filmed. So me and YZ did an interview in our strip club, just like sitting in the booth, similar to this, on some chill shit, but just on some promo shit for our single.
Yeah, I seen that shit. It's hard too.
Yeah,
It's a
it
little
was
rollout.
fire. I was just
Hello.
editing that shit last night. Shit, funny, bro. It's dope. We got a whole thing coming. I feel like we might as well just tell them a little more of what's coming right now because we haven't announced like
For sure.
I guess
not?
the second part to the rollout. You
Yeah.
know.
Let us
'em
know. Come on now.
Rip.
You know, and yeah, I don't know when y'all gonna see it. You feel me? But
It'll probably be out in like a week.
so the song drop on the 27th, right? Who's splashing? We got a whole content rollout. Definitely tune in. We got some cool interviews and photos coming and stuff like that. But also in light of my birthday coming in July, and in light of Andrew, thinking he ball and stuff.
He think he nasty.
Thinking
He
of
think he all
ball.
good with the dribble.
Crazy.
we gonna do something real dope. Obviously, we did the mini hoop challenge. Me and YZ, and he did beat me.
I did.
He beat me.
It was GG's.
alright.
Though. It was GG's.
It's alright.
He wants his get back.
And I do. And Andrew, shout out to Andrew because he filmed that whole shit for like an hour or something. We were shooting around on the mini
That
hoop,
shit's hard.
playing splash, like
Yeah.
horse, but splash.
Yeah.
And that was cool. But
That's great content.
basically, we doing a basketball game, man.
Type shit.
Who's
Oh,
splashing?
5-on-5.
Promotional basketball game.
Yeah.
You don't want DG, the white
Big
the
man,
white
dude, he
Shaquille
said-
O'Neal up in this motherfucker.
I know. I've been thinking. I was like, wait, does DG play basketball? I
I'm
think
the
he does.
6'2" Shaquille O'Neal. I'm that
Oh,
motherfucker.
You give me like you're like a
Motherfucker
Draymond.
above
Big
the
as
rim
fuck.
with the
Low
shit
key,
out.
about to like.
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You gotta be like
Yeah,
ejected.
yeah.
Somebody.
I can see you getting
Golly.
ejected out of the game.
Hey,
for
I
that.
Yeah.
could. Hey, who's our ref though? Damn.
I know.
true.
We need a ref on God.
We
for,
do
for
need a
them.
ref.
There's a
But
whole
what
bunch
else
of-
is
there's a whole
coming
bunch
with
of
the
PR
video-
stunts
with
I can already
the-
think about with the basketball
game,
shit. We
you
go
know?
to
Yeah.
You guys seen Above the Rim with Tupac? You know,
I
he's
have,
pulling
I
out the homeboys. Noble, I forget what his fucking, but it's the dude that plays Homeboy and Paid in Full, the main dude.
Damn,
Ace.
I don't know what that is.
yeah.
Just
Ace.
had this conversation like
Damn,
2 days
His
yeah.
name's Noble. He's the one that's pulling out the gun on the basketball court.
Yeah.
and he couldn't win. I'm gonna do some shit like that.
gonna
Obviously,
go
not really.
crazy.
You know what I mean? I ain't really going. Hey, squirt guns. Come on now.
You got the
cookie
squirt
smoke
gun.
gun. The cookie smoke.
Oh no, the smoke gun. It was a smoke gun. Yeah, not a squirt gun.
So when does do you guys have a release date, or do you already say the release date?
Yeah, release date is the 27th, so it's the same day as the issue 11 Underground Magazine
Sheesh.
show, actually.
Book the
Fire.
visit.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, so we're gonna be up, and then the Novo, you know what I'm saying,
Novo,
gonna be
baby.
just keeping the promo rolling for the
Yes,
week.
sir.
But yeah, the basketball game gonna be like mid-July. We're gonna drop all the content soon for that, and we drafting right now. We're gonna be doing a whole rollout for the basketball game, and then we also gonna shoot the music video for the song at the game. So
That's
it's just gonna be a
That's
vibe,
hard,
man.
man.
We're
That's
doing
hard.
like some cool.
Yeah, y'all
you
like
know?
how can we make
Yeah.
the best out of this? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's just
Make
some
this-
summer shit, trying to make it bigger than just a song.
Yeah.
And like that's something that I touched on in our interview is like content, take any opportunity to just like do it bigger than just one thing. You know, we just did a in shopping experience. One man Jay Bala over at Fire Garden. Shout out to Fire Garden Dispensary. Port Wine, go shop there. Discount code POFSKY for whatever they're gonna give you if you
Come
fucking
on
say
now.
that. But yeah, fucking. You know, we was there
DG
getting
vibes.
all sorts of content, bro. It's like you really got to make the most of this shit. If you're an artist, you're a brand, you trying to get your shit out there. Don't slack. You walk into
Never.
your car from dinner, film a video.
All
Always
right.
Waking
film it.
up, film a video.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
You
shit.
at
gonna be
DG's,
dope.
film a video.
Hey,
We
well,
splashing, baby, on the way.
I
Who's
appreciate
splashing?
you, YZ. Andrew
appreciate y'all,
Posky.
man.
Shit, I feel
Love.
like that's a pod. Thanks for
That's
coming
a-
out. Y'all
that's
made
a
the
solid
trek,
one.
and shit, I
Fire.
appreciate y'all for real.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Thank you so much for having us, bro.
Now off camera activities.
Let's
Go.
go.
Thank you, Frito.
Appreciate
Shout out
you guys.
Manny. Hey, shout out Manny. Appreciate
Shout out
you.
to Manny. Yes,
Shout out
sir.
Manny, that's the boy. Hell yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
it, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.